Hello my friends, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be a full face of first impressions using a lot of the products I purchased during my Sephora haul. A lot of times I don't have enough product to do a full face of new makeup, but this time there is plenty to go over. So we're gonna use a whole lot of new stuff today. If you're interested in seeing what I'm gonna put on my face and how it worked for me, at least first impression wise, then just keep on watching. So kind of just to give you a little rundown of what we're going to use today, there is quite a bit, but there is still quite a bit in my box I still need to use, but we're going to go in with the Fenty Eavesdrop, the Dior Backstage Powder No Powder, the new Nars Cream Bronzer, which lot to talk about with that. We've got the Kosas concealer. This is nothing new, but it was new to me. And then the new Kosas Air Brow Clear Brow Gel, one of the Say cream blushes, a new Huda Sweet Nudes liquid lipstick, teddy bear palette, a new highlighter for me, again, not new, by Melt. Anyways, there's a lot for a full face here. So this isn't going to be a chit chat style because I can get super chatty and then the video gets really long. So it's going to be voiceover style, but I am going to use that time to really tell you how the products are working for me, what my experience is, so that you know if any one of these items is on your list, if it would be right for you. So that being said, let's just go ahead and get into the get ready part of this video. So we're going to start off by using the Kosas Air Brow Clear Brow Gel. Not going to lie, I was super suckered in by the packaging of this, which may have been one of the reasons I wanted to buy it. But honestly, the other reason was that it's supposed to give like a fluff to your brows and a laminated effect. But here's the thing. Last night I trimmed my brows, so I can't really tell if it's doing what I would love for that type of product to do. I will say that my brows did stay in place all day from where I placed them with the gel, so I do think it made a difference. I just don't know about the whole laminated effect. Let's try out the Fenty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. Now, granted, this is for this specific product. It's not a first impression. I have tried it once before. If you've already watched my Sephora haul, then you know that this was the product that I was using on my face. And I have to tell you guys, I 1000% love it. Love, capital Love. Now, I know, probably not super hygienic to rub it on my face like this, but it is the way that I do. And I go in with my fingers. I don't use a brush because one of the more recommended ways is to use your fingers. And I'm not typically a fan of getting my hands dirty like this. However, there is a silky texture to this product that goes on just so beautifully, and it's very easy to wipe off my hand afterwards. So loving this product and actually loving the way to apply it as well. I purchased mine in the shade 5, by the way. So now let's go into the Kosas concealer. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's new to me. It's supposed to be like a skincare kind of thing. It's let's see, super creamy and brightening concealer. Where did I read it's supposed to have some sort of skincare, but 1.5C is what I picked up and couldn't have been more perfect. I had heard super crazy things about the yellow tone of this concealer, so I was a little concerned. And first impression, I used a brush. I didn't even use a sponge, and it just blended in super nicely. Covered the dark eye circles. It looked very seamless. It didn't look like I was overdoing it with the concealer. It just looked pretty effortless. So I really do have high hopes with continuing to use this concealer. I think it was well worth the purchase. So what I'm doing, this is not a Sephora product. I'm just using my e.l.f. brow pencil to just fill in as I would typically do with like my brow freeze or my major brow. I'm trying to follow the same steps that I do, and so that I can kind of tell if it works the way I need it to. And I had a great experience. There was no flaking, like it went on really nicely. My brows were in no way crunchy, which is huge. So I do think that brow gel is going to work, pretty nicely. But again, once my brows grow out a little bit more, I'll have a better idea. The star of the show today for me is this Nars Bronzer. So it's the cream, the Sunkissed bronzing cream in the shade Laguna. And this was kind of like okay, I don't want to be left out. I want to try it out, and I am a huge cream bronzer type of girl. And if you want my honest opinion, I had high hopes for the Danessa Myricks because that's what I had heard amazing things about. And I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I think the tone, perhaps. This one, however, is on another level. This is such a glowy, effortless, beautiful product. It goes on so easily, so quickly. I had originally thought, probably you saw by my expression, that I had gone in with too much. And it took all of a few seconds to just literally blend it out. It melted into my skin and gave such a healthy look. I have seen this look gray toned on other people. On me, it was absolute perfection. So definitely the star of the show and one of my favorite products of my Sephora haul. Get your hands on it if you can. Let's go into a powder. So this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. Here's what I found about this one, is that I find this one to be even lighter than my Kosas Cloud Powder. I even thought, like, is anything coming out on my brush? So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to hope that it is and set my face. And I did, and the results were absolutely beautiful. Like, I had to look up close to see, okay, did I apply any powder to my face? It literally feels like nothing while you're applying it, and it looks like everything. It's very beautiful, but it's not cakey, and that is what I want in a powder. I don't like for it to look powdery and cakey. So far so good. This is a product I am super excited to use. So this is the Say Dew Blush Liquid Cheek Flush in the shade Rosy. So I love the packaging. I like the little chunky bottle. I think it's very cute. And I kind of went out on a limb, took a chance, and applied it directly to my cheek. So once I started blending it out, one, it's absolutely stunning. I love it. And I have determined that next time I use this, I will go in with more, because the 3 dots I used gave me just that, a flush. It didn't even look like I tried to put on blush. It looked like I was just healthy flush. Like I just came in from running and I've got a little bit of a pinch to my cheeks. So I did place a little bit more on my right cheek because it had kind of almost faded out by blending it in. But flush is the perfect term for it. And again, I'm going to go in with more next time. Loved that product. So the Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Highlighter in Gold Ore. Nothing new. Again, new to me. This is the one I asked y'all in my Sephora haul what y'all thought. It is very, very lovely. When you start applying it, if you are my skin tone, it kind of looks like, okay, could this be a little too dark for my skin? But once you start really laying it down, I don't know, it just evens out to almost like the perfect gold. It is very metallic. I do sense a little bit of sparkle in it, so if that, if you're opposed to that, then just know. But this is my kind of highlighter, something that is super beaming, and I very much am enjoying it. So the Teddy Bear palette, which is everything and more. I'm really glad that I picked this one up. Very, very glad. So let's go in. Where are the shade names on this thing? Okay, so I'm going in with the shade Embarrassed, which is that pink matte shade, and I'm just going to place this on or in the crease with a fluffy brush, going in with a couple of layers. I found with these that they perform very, very nicely, but I want to wait till the darker matte to just kind of expand on that a little bit. This one, easy peasy, no work whatsoever. Now I'm going into, let's see, I think this one is Press Pause. No, Fuzzy Wuzzy. These shade names are so cute. As I was placing it on the outer portion of my lid, I did find that I was going to like it better by stamping it, because as I was blending it out, it was almost kind of blending out into nothing. So I found that stamping it on my lid made 1000% difference. It got me the pigmentation I wanted and looked absolutely beautiful. The tones to this palette, so nice. I'm just really happy for not being a neutral palette type of girl. This is an amazing neutral palette, at least for me, and the theming is just so super cute, which plays a lot in it for me as well. So Fenty eye primer, you guys know the drill with that. That brings out the best in my metallic shades. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Lace Teddy. And this is I couldn't determine if it was like a pink or what. it went on. I was honestly speechless, stunned. The metallic factor and the pigmentation. Now, I don't know how much of that was brought out by my Fenty Pro Filter Eye Primer, but I have to say that it has been a while since I have been this stunned with the pigmentation, intensity, and finish of an eyeshadow. So I was at that point like, this was one of the best palette decisions ever. So very, very much loving this palette at this moment. And then just going back with the same shades I used, the same matte shades I used on the lid, or crease, lid, whatever. Just going to place that on the lower lash line just to kind of, you know, pair it all together. But so easy to work with. I mean, I don't know if there are negative reviews out there for this. I haven't seen any. Again, I haven't really watched many videos on this one, just a couple. But I mean, I am absolutely 1000% excited that I picked it up. This is the Bite Beauty, the new mascara, and I'm sorry, I put it away. I don't have the name anymore, but it wasn't part of the haul. It was a freebie, just decided to use it. Let's go in with the Huda Sweet Nudes palette, or not palette, lipstick. This is in the shade Angel, which is marketed as a baby pink. And so I definitely wanted to try these out, just see what all the hype is about, you know. I'm not usually in favor of a glossy lip because they don't last more than 5 minutes. This one has some grit to it, and honestly, had I not eaten, it would have lasted so much longer. So really happy about this as well. And that's the final look, you guys. Super happy with everything I used. What a score in this Sephora haul. Alrighty, loves. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed kind of just getting ready with me, but more importantly, using these products as a first impressions just to kind of see how they worked for me. I'm going to tell you, there is a lot of good stuff in this little makeup pile. Super impressed. And that's what I love about makeup the most, is that there's something that just, there's an excitement that comes with really good makeup. When you use it for the first time, it makes you all excited and you're just so happy you purchased it. And you're like, okay, this raised the bar a little bit. Now what's next? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Again, if any of those products are on your list, maybe it kind of helps you out in making a decision of whether it's right for you or not. Before I let you go, just want to give you a very quick verse of the day to motivate and encourage you and to tell you that Jesus loves you. It comes from 1 Corinthians 15:58, and it says, "Stand firm, let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain." Alrighty, my friends. Well, thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for just taking the time to watch and just spending some time with me. I will see you very soon in the next video. Might be a part 2 Sephora haul, smaller, obviously, but just stay tuned. You didn't hear it from me. All right, friends. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Know that I love you so very much, but Jesus loves you so much more. Talk to you soon. Bye.